Hey y'all, my name is Jess and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Unlocked a Jail Experiment, episode 2, and the episode is called Day 1. And so this is day 1 of them unlocking the doors and not having the supervision. This is like the experiment. And it's really interesting to see these men, inmates, come together and try to establish some kind of rules or whatever so they won't mess it up, because they're locked up for 23 hours. They only get 1 hour to come out. So they're trying to figure, they want this freedom, and so they're trying to figure out, or they're trying to figure out, like, what can we do to continue to have this freedom. So anyway, so they open the doors up. The inmates are excited. We see one dude over here like humping something. We see another dude over here like all up in the camera like, yeah baby, yeah. Like, they are just excited, and honestly I don't blame them. I would be excited as well, because being locked up like that, nobody wants that. I'm already locked up, and then I gotta continue to be locked up. So they're out, they're excited, they're chilling. So Eastside is like chilling behind this desk or whatever. That's where the deputy or like the correction officers, that's where they would be. They had like the computer and stuff like that. Obviously they took all their equipment or whatever. So he got a little cup. He's over there just chilling. And then you got Randy and the old head gang. They don't like that. So they have an issue with that. And so one of the old heads come over there, and I think it was Randy. Maybe it was Randy, or True Story, as they call him. He came over there and he was like, nah, y'all can't be doing all of that. Like, what you doing? Like, get from behind. You can't be behind that desk. And then another dude was like, like, just chill. Like, ain't nobody here. Like, we really just chilling. And honestly, I probably didn't see a problem with that, only because like they took the equipment and stuff, and like this is like their freedom now. Like, they can maneuver around. And so I mean, he was just chilling. It ain't like he was over there taking stuff, or he was literally just sitting there chilling. So, but they had an issue with that. It kind of feels like the True Story in the game, they kind of want to continue to have like structure, like the jail structure. And I can understand that, but then it's like, okay, I get it, but I feel like we can have a little bit more freedom outside of the structure that we're getting. And I'll get to one of the examples in just a second. So yeah, they're out, and so Squirrel, we see Squirrel, interesting name, obviously. A guy is over there trying to turn on this TV, and Squirrel's like, nah man, she bringing the remote, like, we ain't even gotta do all that. Now I understand that they bringing the remote and whatever, but I also feel like, okay, he want to turn the TV on, like, let him turn the TV on. But I think like he's still like, nah, like, let's just continue like to follow these rules or whatever. She bringing the remote, let's just be patient. And I can understand that, be patient, it's coming. And so Squirrel like, I don't understand why everybody out here acting a fool or whatever. Like, we still have order. Like, why are you out here doing all of this? And then like one of the younger inmates, he like, I feel what you're saying, but it's like, why? It's like, how are you saying it, or why are you saying it like that or whatever? And then Squirrel ain't like that either. So then he getting riled up, and then True Story come in and like saying, it's done, like, it's done. I didn't understand what was going on. Honestly, I was like, all of this over the man turning on the TV and not waiting for the remote. But okay, I guess let me shut up. Let me see what's going on. So then they take Squirrel, like, I guess he was really getting riled up, because Squirrel was like, you're not about to step to me like that and say all of that, blah, blah, blah. And dude, he walk out, and I'm like, I can understand that. And so, like the young ones, they over there talking like, it's the old heads. They out here just thinking like, we need to follow what they got to say and and all the other good stuff. So then we meet Mayhem. Mayhem is 21. And I thought this was interesting. Like, his charge is capital murder. I'm like, what the heck? Who did you kill? And you only 21. And that makes me so sad. I'm like, you're so young. You're so young. He has a daughter. And God, that just made me so sad. We saw like pictures of him, previous like pictures of him, and so I'm like, oh my God, he's so handsome. And what happened? I mean, we know what happened. I mean, the charge is capital murder, but so yeah, so he's talking or whatever. And he's like, he just feels like following the basic rules. If you follow the basic rules, everything's gonna be fine. You know what? Everything's gonna be great. We all gonna be fine. It's gonna be cool. Because he feels like everyone is equal. Like, you wearing the same clothing as me. You ain't got no special clothing. We in a blue suit. So why y'all over here trying to, boss us around or whatever? Mayhem ain't really feeling that. I mean, it's kind of like, I feel like he probably gonna go Mayhem on these people, because he really ain't feeling like he said, he Mayhem. That's his name. So he just feel like nobody is above anyone. Like the old heads, they're not above them. So, you know, they gotta chill. So anyway, we see, this is something that was interesting to me. You know, when people go to jail or prison or whatever, they come up with all kinds of different things. And I thought this was really interesting. Like, they were smoking a coffee stick. And I'm like, because the producer was like, it's not tobacco. And he was like, no, man, it's a coffee stick. And I'm like, a coffee stick? I didn't even know. Well, what does a coffee stick look like? But when they explained it, don't ask me, like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know it's like a coffee stick. You roll it, and I guess you, like, light it up or whatever. I don't know. But I just thought that was interesting. I was like, y'all really out here smoke? Like, what does it get? Like, what kind of feeling does it give you? I don't want to try it, but I'm just interested. I'm like, well, what kind of feeling does it give you? Does it give you, like, a feeling like after you smoke, like a cigarette or a tobacco product? Like, what is that? And so I think, I forgot who it was when it was like, yeah, them old heads see them doing it, they gonna get upset, they gonna probably try to take it away. And I'm like, oh, good luck with that. So anyway, we flash to Tiny. Tiny is talking about, you know, he has a 14-year-old son, and he, like, really missed being there. You know, he feels like less than of a man because he's not able to be there for his son. He's not able to, like, you know, talk to him about having his first girlfriend, be at his games and stuff. Like, he's missing out. And he's like, the last time he saw him, he was 3. That is so sad, you know. So hopefully Tiny will, I'm not sure how this will play out, like if he's able to get out. So when you say you last time you saw him, like his mom brought him when he was 3, that's the last time, like you've been in there for a while. Is what I'm assuming, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It just, yeah. So I'm like, well, dang, well, how long do you have, Tiny? Because your son is 14 now. I mean, that's crazy, but he wants to reconnect with his kids. So hopefully when he get out, if he gets out, he's able to reconnect with him and be a better person so he don't have to go back in, you know? So anyway, moving on, they have their first meal, you know, without the supervision and stuff like that. And the old heads, they want to keep it how it is, you know, like 15-minute door, you know, like the top people at the top. Come down, get your food for 15 minutes, eat, and then go back up. And then the other people at the bottom, y'all come out, eat for 15 minutes, and then go back up. That's how they want to do it. They want to keep that going. And I can understand that, you know. But I also feel like, can we extend the time? Since it's like we have freedom, can we just all eat? You know, if we're going to keep some kind of rules, maybe keep that, like, okay, upper part, y'all come down and y'all eat, but can we extend it to like 20 minutes? I don't know. Because it's like, I wouldn't want to rush. I already have to rush to eat, but I have this freedom, so I feel like I should be free to eat how I want. But, you know, that's just me. I don't know. So yeah, like they don't like that. They want to keep the regular meal times behind the door frame and whatever like that. And Big Mel, he ain't really feeling that. A lot of them not really feeling that. You know, they was like, you know, we got this freedom, we out. Like, why are you over here trying to monitor me eating my meals, you know? So Randy tells one of the guys, I think it was Ty or Tyler, I can't remember his name, but I'm going to say it was Ty. If his name is not Ty, I apologize. So Randy's over here telling him, like, you know, you got 4 minutes left to eat. And dude, like, what? Whatever, I'm not feeling it. I'm going to take my time and eat my food, okay? So they finish up eating or whatever. And then, you know, Mayhem, in his confessional, he like, you know, he need to calm down. Like, talking about true story needs to calm down because he's like, he like him, but he's just so characteristic. And he made a statement. He said he needs to be realistic and not characteristic. Like, that is his thing. And so he just needs to chill. He needs to calm down. And this is probably another reason why they feel like the old heads are gonna like mess it up, I guess you could say. So this is one of the examples that I wanted to talk about, like why I feel like that they need to have, like, you know, we don't have that supervision anymore. Like, there can be some kind of, we can make our own rules. We don't necessarily have to continue to go by their rules. I mean, you do, but can we like make some exceptions or something like that? But you know, I don't know. So, but that's just it. That's if everybody can cooperate, you know, because you're gonna always have that 1 or 2 or 3 people to go mess things up. But anyway, so that happens, and Mayhem tells true story. He was like, you know, like how you talk to him, you know, he didn't like that. Talking about time when he was eating his food or whatever. And he was like, basically, if you saw one trying to hear that, he was like, yes, he do. Well, he needs to finish. He didn't say this verbatim, but he was like, he needs to eat his food and he got to go. We're going to keep it how it is. He was like, but it's a way that you talk to people, And it is a way that you talk to people. Like, I wouldn't want nobody coming to me talking to me like that, talking to me sideways. Nobody wants nobody to talk to them sideways, okay? So anyway, Randy, Squirrel, and Willie, they're sitting down talking amongst each other while they're eating or whatever. And they come to like this thing like, yeah, we're going to have a meeting tonight. We need to nominate people for the community and basically voice like concerns and stuff. Like, we got to set like some rules, like some ground rules. Like, we gonna talk about this. Oh boy. So then we are introduced to another inmate who goes by the name, I think his name is David Miller, but he goes by Miller. Oh boy, Miller. So Miller is talking about he says he was a night shift manager at Wingstop, I think it was, and he says that he not supposed to be there. He didn't do nothing to be in this place. And it's like, so are you being framed, Miller? Because you did something to get here, unless you're one of those people that really didn't do it, but you got framed for it, so now you got to spend this time in here, because there's people, there are some inmates out there that did not do anything wrong. And but anyway, so Miller said, I didn't do anything to be here. I did nothing to be in this position. Okay, Miller, if you say so. Miller said he has basically 2 degrees. He has a business management degree, and I think he has a culinary, or he went to culinary school or something like that. So I'm like, what did you do, Miller? I mean, well, apparently he did nothing. Miller said, I ain't do nothing to be here. I'm being framed. So anyway, then we see like a couple of inmates, they're talking about how weird and annoying Miller is and stuff like that. And one guy's like, I make fun of him, I make fun of him all the time. Then Mayhem, like, he deserved to get his ASSB, I'm like, oh snap, what type of person is Miller? Well, we're gonna find out. Anyway, so they talk about how weird and annoying he is, and there's a situation that happens. Miller is sitting there, and I think they're playing dominoes or they're playing like cards, I can't remember, but they're playing a game, right? He's sitting there with Finch and 2 other dudes. So Miller calls Finch a liar. He was saying that he was cheating. Miller was saying that they was playing dominoes. That's what it was. Miller was saying that Finch was cheating, and Finch was ready to pounce on him. He was ready to put the paws on him, okay? He was like, you're not finna sit up here and call me a liar. Okay, we finna throw down, like, square up. But then, like, True Story and another dude come over, they grab Finch and they like take him away because he was getting ready to 1-2 step on him. So then, like, True says, like, in his confession, like, how he's he done bounced around from unit to unit. I think he said that he was in the K unit or L unit or something with him, and he was like, he just run his mouth, like, he is a problem. That is what he is saying. So, True says, like, he basically be starting stuff. Okay, like, Finch don't mess with nobody. This is what True said. He don't mess with nobody. So you in the wrong if you over here starting with Finch, because Finch is cool. He's smooth. He laid back. He came here to do a job. Well, he ain't gonna do a job. He came here to do time. So yeah, but True talks to Miller, and Miller says, like, but do you hear what they be saying to me and stuff like that? Like, basically he be saying they be talking to him. They be saying, I guess, talking crazy to him or whatever, and he just be defending himself. But then also, when I'm looking at this situation, I'm like, well, what did Finch say anything crazy to you? I mean, you kept calling him a cheater. You're lying, but whatever. So yes, so in Miller's confessional, he's saying that True is the one that's starting the divide. I'm like, that's interesting that you say that, but continue on, Miller. If that's what you say, okay, all right. So then we move on to, like, some of the other inmates. They do try to talk to him. It was like 3 other inmates or 4 other inmates, and I think Eastside or Ty was amongst them. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was one of them. That was amongst one of the people that should try to talk to him. And they tried to talk to him. They did. But he ain't trying to, like, hear it. He was like, that's just hearsay what they said, because he was like, they was talking like, you're causing a problem. And then he was like, oh, that's just hearsay or whatever. And he was like, yeah, bro, like, you're very dramatic. One dude called him a drama queen. Not the title of the drama queen. So anyway, they have this town hall meeting, and they're talking about, like, their opinions and stuff like that. And Mayhem is like, he just feels like it's the older inmates that are, like, policing. Like, they're literally repeating the same stuff that they already been told, like, by the deputies. So, like, basically it's the same rules. And Mayhem was like, like nobody shouldn't have to. Well, one, he says that you shouldn't have to talk to, like, there's a way to talk to people, right? And he was like, don't be talking crazy to us. And that's just what it is, because we're younger. You feel like you could talk that way to us. Like, the old heads need to understand that you talk crazy, that'll make me want to rebel. Like, you could talk to us like we're grown men. You could talk to us like adults. And I agree with that as well. And I feel like in society, just not even in the prison or the jail system or whatever, I do feel like sometimes older people, they feel like they can still talk to you the way, even though you are a grown person, they feel like they can talk to you any kind of way. Like, I remember a guy was telling me about this woman, like, she's in her 40s and he's in his 30s, and she kept referring to him as like a little boy or a child or whatever. He had to tell her, like, no, I'm a grown man. I don't like when you call me a child. And she's like, oh, you're a child in my eyes. And he's like, we're literally 10 years apart. I am a grown man. I think that some people forget that. I don't know what it is, but some people that are older, I don't know why they think that people that are much younger than them, that are actually grown, you can talk to them like they're still a child. No, you're just more senior than me, okay? But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, Mayhem was like, I'm gonna go mayhem on them if they talk to me like any kind of crazy, So Squirrel basically is saying he just wants them to do better. Big Country, he said, I identify as one of the old heads, and so, we are, but at the end of the day, we all grown regardless of age. Like, these youngins, y'all got kids and stuff too. Like, we're all the same. That's what I took from it. Maybe he was saying something different, but that's what I took from it. And so, yeah, Mayhem just basically was just like, if he gets disrespected, y'all gonna feel his wrath. Lord, I would hate to see that, because he seemed like he's like a cool, calm, collected dude. Like, from what I'm seeing, like, he's just chill. However, those are the ones, to me, is like, you gotta watch out for them. Okay, I mean, he said his name is Mayhem for a reason, so So yeah, but at the end of that, Finch says, like, if there's an issue, y'all need to handle it privately and then just let it go. So what he means by that, because I think we've seen that just happen in this episode, go to your pod or go to your little cell or whatever, duke it out, and then come back out like nothing happened. That's what I got from it. But anyway, so again, the young ones out there, they just still feeling like the old heads, they gonna mess it up for them or whatever. So anyway, we go to the nighttime. It's like, all right, time to go to bed. And shoot, something is in my nail. Sorry, y'all. That was so random. So, like, okay, so yeah, it's nighttime, bedtime, or whatever you want to call it. And this one guy had brought up this one, because I was thinking about this too, but he said it. He was like, I ain't got to worry about, like, when they're sleeping, I don't have to worry about anybody coming to fight me, because I can fight. I just worry about somebody coming in to stab me. And I was like, oh, you know what? I thought about that. And that could be a thing. But then also, I was like, well, they took the stuff that you shouldn't have. That's why they did like a shakedown. But then again, remember when he hid some of that stuff? He hid his contraband and tattoo stuff. Yes, I'm pretty sure somebody got some hidden stuff up in there that can hurt somebody really bad. So yeah. So but yeah, some people will like worry about while they're sleeping. Some people might come in and try to settle some stuff or whatever. So it could go either way. So because doors are open. So the next day we see Ty talking about how Dre came in and beat him up with a flip-flop that night. I don't know if it was, he beat up Ty with a flip-flop. I mean, because we saw him sneak up in there, had that flip-flop, and he was spanking him. I'm like, what just happened? Why he spanking this man? What did he do? So yeah, that was the only thing that happened like that night. I mean, someone was talking about like, if you gotta worry about somebody coming in and taking your stuff, you're a little hoe. And I'm like, I don't think that's a little hoe. I think that's just me being worried about my safety. But I get it. Like, when True Story said that, I keep want to call him Randy, then True Story, but you know who I'm talking about. When he said that, stuff happens here. Like, bad stuff happens. I agree. I believe him. My mom used to sign up. My mom used to be a correction officer, and she had stories about a lot of things. So I'm like, I know it was a lot going on. But anyway, moving on. So where am I? Okay. So we see Miller again playing cards, and I guess he was winning or he won or whatever, because he says that he beat the ASS out of all them cheaters. Out of you cheaters, that's what he said. And the dude that was sitting next to him, I think his name was Scott, was saying, he jumped up at him like, you better watch who you talk, you know, how you talking to me. I'm like, oh snap. Scott short, but Scott look like he gonna tear that ASS up. So another dude come up there and he like, you know, hey Scott, you know, like chill, bro, just chill, cause we don't want to lose this program, bro. We got something good going on. I'm gonna need you to just chill out for a minute. Scott looking like, you know, yeah, you right, but I'm gonna F this dude. I don't know, he didn't say that, but he looked like he wanted to, you know, rough him up a bit. And then dude end up hitting Miller. Miller didn't see that coming. Miller Light did not see that coming. Miller was about to see the light, okay? So True tries to talk to Miller. And Miller says like, True came out of nowhere with this, he with an attitude. And he's like, I mean, but look at you though. You out here starting stuff. You starting stuff. You just started people stuff with like 7 people in one day. You start this stuff, and then the next day you come back and you start another. Like, what are you doing, Miller? What are you doing? Okay. So True tells him like, you be talking reckless to people, you know. And then Willie's like, yeah, and you talk in circles too. So I don't know, y'all. Miller just do his, I guess you could say he just do his own thing. I don't know. But anyway, at the end of this episode, Miller is summoned to another inmate cell. And y'all already know what happened. They go, one of the dudes, I cannot pronounce his name. I had the subtitles on. Was the man with the last name, W, I'm assuming it's his last name, goes and tell, cause they finna do the peel call or peel. I don't know. I take medicine and stuff. So he go and tell True story like, hey, yo, it's happening in my cell right now. So yeah, Miller go in there, and one of the other dudes that tried to talk to him with the, you know, with other people, he hit him a couple of times, bop out, and called it a day. So yeah, that's what happened at the end of episode 2. So Miller got hit. Dang, Miller got hit twice in one day, all from his mouth. I can't wait to see how this is gonna play out. I really can. But anyway, that is all I have for y'all today. Thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know your opinions down below in the comments. Are y'all feeling this show? Or is it just me? Because I really am feeling it. So anyway, again, thank y'all for joining me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.